Welcome. I am Baal Kadmon, and I want to thank you for listening and or watching this podcast. Happy New Year! Wow, we are in a new year, and what a year it has been. It brought a lot of change, dramatic change in almost all areas. I hope it brought you a step closer to where you want to be. I've noticed quite a bit on Facebook and have witnessed some amazing things. And some of it has been really positive and some of it not so much. I want to personally thank every single one of you for supporting my work this past year. It's been an amazing experience, and I've released a lot of texts. My book on Solomon, Lilith, Magical Moments of Now, the Jesus Magic book, the Tefillin Magic book, the Shiva and Ganesh Magic books. I've also released audiobooks on Tara Mantra Magic, the Lilith book, Vashikaran, Magical Moments of Now, the Jesus Magic and Tefillin Magic, as well as the Shiva and Ganesh. I also, based on high demand, released audiobooks on the Mahavidya Mantra Magic and the Solomonic Magic as well. So it's been quite a busy year for me. But I would say the best part of this year was you. I've made some amazing friends. I really got to know many of you, and for me, that was amazing. Some wonderful conversations, so many things I've learned, and I'm so eternally grateful. I've also learned so much about myself, just from your posts and from my own work, and it's been quite transformative, even if a bit challenging. Even if I don't always post on your timeline, I'm reading everything, and each one of you matters a whole lot to me, and I'm serious about that. So I have a lot planned for this coming year, but before I get into that, I want to address a few controversies that apparently have been swirling around me. I'm going to mention 3 things. The first one, some have asked me regarding the mantras in my books. Some have said that I took those mantras from other sources. Well, of course I did, and so does every other teacher. These mantras were written in ancient texts. Of course, every teacher is going to reference them. So why should it be different for me? Every teacher takes these mantras and then puts their spin on it in a way that hopefully benefits their readers. So yes, of course my mantras came from ancient texts. I didn't create these mantras, and I never stated that I did. So it's interesting that people are like, oh, he got his mantras from somewhere else. Yeah, of course, and so did they. I mean, I don't see what the big problem is here. It's very much the same for the ceremonial magicians. Where do they get the Solomonic seals and the demon sigils? They didn't create it. They took it from previous work, and they elaborated upon it and made it better. The magicians of today, including myself, we are not here reinventing the wheel. We are making the wheel better. So I don't quite understand why that has to be a controversy. Almost all occultists have taken from previous works and then elaborated upon them. So it's not theft, it's elaboration. And that's why this was so weird to me when I heard, oh my God, you're stealing mantras. Well, if stealing from the Vedas is theft, well, I'm not the only one. Apparently, quite a few millions of other people do the same. So, I'm happy to get that out of the way. Another issue that seems to be floating around is my identity. I want to state on the record that I am not associated with any other authors or groups. I mean, I have my friend from high school, Andrew Mall, but I'm not associated with other groups. I don't write with them. I have nothing to do with them. I don't even know them. I mean, I can see why people would think that there was some type of association, and probably one of the biggest reasons is because of the anonymity. When someone is anonymous, as I am and as they are, it tends to inspire speculation. We also have books that happen to be on the same, or rather in the same category, and we're often neck and neck. So yes, I get it. I get why people would associate us, but we are not affiliated in any way. I don't know these people personally. I am my own person and I write my own books. And I would hope you would see that because of all the things I share with you, my personal stuff. When you email me, I answer you directly. I've talked about my family life. I've talked about a lot of personal things. So it doesn't benefit me to be dishonest about this. So I'm hoping that we can put those rumors to rest. Because again, there's no benefit for me to be dishonest about this. And in line with that, I would like to talk about the anonymity itself. I can't vouch for what other authors do. They might be anonymous because they want to portray some type of air of mystery, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. For me personally, anonymity means protection. It is widely known that occult authors and occult practitioners in general tend to be targets of psychic attacks. Even if you are proficient, if you have enough people sending the stink eye, it's going to penetrate. And so that is why I am anonymous. It's not because I'm trying to bring about some air of mystery. No, it's about protection. And interestingly enough, many people on my Facebook are also using pseudonyms and are hiding behind anonymous and different names. Why are they doing it? Probably for the same reason, for protection. Very few people that I've seen on Facebook are actually using a pseudonym or hiding behind some type of other name because of the mystery. It's rather because of protection, because we all know that there are people out there who would want to harm us. It doesn't matter how advanced you are in magic. If enough people want to get you, they can. So that's why I'm anonymous, and there's no other reason. It's because of protection. And I do understand that being anonymous brings about speculation. So I'm hoping we can bury all that now, and I'm hoping that you will trust me on this, because again, like I said, there's no reason for me to be dishonest about this. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let me give you an idea of what to expect in this coming year. I have a lot going on, some pretty good stuff. So as you know, I've been working on the Hebrew for Occultists, but I'm also working on an Aramaic course as well, which actually I might release first because it's sort of a natural progression to go from Aramaic to Hebrew. But it will be coming out very soon. I'm sort of finishing up the final process here. I have several books coming out as well, based on the notes that I've been taking for decades and decades. I will, of course, bring many of the ideas into more contemporary frameworks, since most of these texts were written decades ago. Some of the books I will release will deal with the Watchers, or the demons from the Enochian book. And I wasn't going to release anything on that, but a friend of mine from Facebook, and you know who you are, I'm not going to mention names, gave me the idea to maybe I should write something, and so I'm going to. The book will go into some depth about the books of Enoch, and we're going to go pretty deep. I might even do some linguistic and textual analysis, so I hope you will enjoy that. I will be releasing a book on Hindu demonic magic that I thought that I was going to release last year, but it's going to come out this year. Of course, Mesopotamian magic and Canaanite magic, and a few others. I'm hoping I can get to all of them. It will be a busy year, there's no doubt about it. I have notes from decades that need to be typed out and brought into more modern context. It will take quite a long time, so, please stay tuned. There you have it. I hope you enjoy this podcast, and I also hope we are able to clear the air on several of these issues that seem to plague many people about me. And if you want to know anything about me, just email me. Don't be shy. That's why I encourage people to private message me and email me or post questions on my website. Aside from the protection, I'm pretty open about things, so don't be shy. I hope to speak to you soon. So mote it be.